Hello everybody, Jay Average Vintage Collector here with another video. So we are just about 5 or 6 days away from Strongsville. I'm very excited about that, so this will be my last video until then. Today is Sunday. This will be coming out on Thursday, and I plan on driving to Strongsville on Friday. I probably won't get in until the evening sometime. It's about a 3.5 hour drive for me, but really looking forward to going. Very excited to be there and to see everybody and meet everybody, and then just see everything else. So I've gone from my last video being very anxious to this video being very excited and having somewhat of a plan. I think I definitely have made my list. Got it down to a reasonable list, and then have like 3 targets right at the top that I'm looking at. So hopefully it goes well, and if I don't get those 3, I'll definitely be coming home with a lot more cards that'll open up my budget for a lot more things. So very excited about that. So today's video, I actually received a package from a friend of mine. Not a package, but just a small gift from a friend of mine. It's someone that I work with. His father collected cards, back in the day, and he has all of his father's cards. He does not collect. He's not a collector himself. But the cards are important to him, so he's hanging on to them. But he very nicely, every once in a while will give me just a package of cards. I'll have a package of cards on my desk that he'll leave me. So Mark, if you're watching, I really appreciate it. Today, I'm going to show those off. Just really cool, nice, unexpected gift. I don't have any of the cards that he gave me. It even includes some vintage basketball, which it will be my first vintage basketball cards. So that's kind of cool. Expanding my collection, which is nice. So with that being said, turn the camera around and show you some cards. Okay, so we'll start out here. First, he gave me some 1977 Topps baseball cards. Rick Russell. And like I said, I don't have any of these, so it's pretty cool. Bill Laxton with the old school Mariners hat on. Actually, I really like that Mariners symbol a lot better than the one that they have currently. Let's fix this slide here. There we go. It's a little better. How about a rookies? We got McGregor, Saramento, Batten, and Rick Camp on there. Again, 77. I don't really have a whole lot of 1977 cards to begin with, so very cool. And then we've got another 1977 for a no-hitter. 20 years ago, back to 1957. Pretty cool card. Very cool. So, Mark, thank you for those. So those are the 77s. Switch these out. Get those in a binder, right? And next we'll move on to 1974. There's just one card from there. Boots Day. What a great name. Boots Day. Good old Boots. Charles Frederick is the real name, but his friends refer to him as Boots. All right. Oops. Easy. Next, we'll move on to, I believe this is 76. Again, I don't have a whole lot of these cards either, but we've got Hank Webb. We've got 76 rookie infielders, Craig Reynolds, Lamar Johnson, Jerry Manuel, and Johnny LeMaster. And then a couple team cards. Padres. And the California Angels with Dick Williams there as the manager. So cool, a bunch of those cards there. We'll wrap these ones up, get these ones in the binder as well. And then he also sent me, I didn't see this one in here originally. This is a vintage hockey card from 1975, Bob Stewart. This is probably my only vintage hockey card. I do not have vintage hockey cards. I did collect hockey cards back in the 90s through the beginning of the 2000s. Used to have a gigantic collection. I'm not really sure what happened to all those cards. I believe I gave them to a nephew of mine and then totally regretted that. But I think we've all had that type of story, right? But I no longer have them. So I don't have a whole lot of hockey cards, but definitely no vintage. So very happy to have that one. And then I told you that he gave me some of this vintage basketball, which I know I don't have any of. And this is from 1969 Topps. If this is not Topps or someone knows better, please let me know. But this is, I don't really know much about basketball, but I'm really pumped because I like the way these cards look. So the first one is Billy Pultz for the Spurs. And these cards are really in good shape. His dad must have really took care of his cards, protected them, and we'll take that one down. Next one for the Pacers is Billy Keller. Colors, just, I mean, these look almost fresh out of a pack. Really good shape. And then the last one for the Nets is going to be Rich Jones. Again, I don't know who any of these players are. I'm not a big basketball person, but these will definitely find a home in my collection. So I'm very happy to have those. So again, shout out to Mark from work. Thanks a lot for those. I didn't have to do that. Very generous. Just a guy, average guy, showing average cards. I hope everybody enjoyed. I am very excited to see you at Strongsville. For those of you that aren't at Strongsville, I will try and take plenty of footage and kind of give you an idea of what was there and, you know, hopefully give you some really cool stuff. Well, not hopefully. We'll give you some really cool videos post, maybe even during. Who knows? It's going to be pretty wild. But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.